Hey there! Just remember that my Patreon supporters got to see preview images, work in progress shots, and high resolution images of the completed product. If you want to join them, the link is below. Also, remember to like, comment, and subscribe because even I have to appeal to YouTube's algorithms now. Hello out there! This one is a twofer. It's a commission for DJ8. He wanted two Shade figures, a masked one and the unmasked one. Some of you may recall last year I made a Shade figure that had a swapping head gimmick where it was one body with two heads, but this guy, he just outright wanted two figures. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, both of the figures are mostly silver, although there would be a Knuckles head to make the unmasked Shade head, of course. So the first part is dismantling everything, and with Silver's head, I removed the forehead frond, and I also cut off the two back spines from the back of his head. But I didn't discard them. They need to be repositioned, but they're still used. But we'll get into that when I start talking about the helmet. First, let's do the light modifications to the body. So, the body for both figures is identical because the only thing Shade changes in the game is her helmet. And she's not super curvy like Rouge, so I don't really have to go in there with the Dremel to pinch the waist quite as much. And most of the sculpting does go into the boots, although there is a new tail and a little bit of detailing on the chest and the wrists. Not too much, though. The end result is just two Shade bodies. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with how this body looks already, plus I made it twice over, so, you know, that's the simple part. A little bit more complicated, of course, are their heads. To make a Knuckles head into a Shade head, of course, you had to remove the dread cap, as well as the forehead, and then cut the muzzle off so you can resculpt on a smaller, more feminine muzzle, and then, you know, it's all Shade. She has that big headband thing, the four dreads that come out the back, and there you go. The helmeted head starts with Silver's. I cut off the two back spines, reposition them higher up, and fill in the gap with some epoxy, and then just sculpt on all the details of that face with the armor on the top of the two bunny ear looking thingies, the forehead point, the two big old eye goggle things. You know, it's a pretty cool looking helmet design, although I do wonder how exactly it folds up into that little headband. And here are the completed Shades. Unlike last year, this isn't a composite shot. This is just two different figures standing side by side, and that's kind of cool. So now you can kind of play around here. You can say that you have a Shade for when she has her helmet on and a Shade when she has her mask off, or you can say that you have Commander Shade and the mask version can be like one of the random Nocturnus grunts. Of course, I think the Nocturnus grunts all had a different helmet design, but maybe that like the design you see normally in the game is what the male soldiers wear, and all the female soldiers wear what Shade wore. You know, maybe that's how it works. I don't know. But hey, you can, like, you know, you can use your imagination, play pretend, have a random Nocturnus soldier under the command of Shade who's pulled her helmet back because she wants to be a badass on the battlefield. Alright, so this completes DJ8's three-part commission. I guess that's it for now. We got some big things that I'm working on. Also some more conventional figures, things that I've done before, but you should be happy to see. So, we'll see you guys next time. This is Wake Angel 2001 signing off.